They start to show up in October. By January, thousands of sandhill cranes have migrated to southeastern Arizona. They visit each winter from as far north as Siberia, and they always put on a show. But suppose you can't always join the other birders to watch this show in person. Well, now, thanks to technology, watching these cranes is as easy as turning on your computer.
Wherever we put the camera, theoretically, there should be, if we get the right spot, there should be birds to watch nearly the whole day.
Yeah.
And so you'll see them lift off early, and then they're going to come back to that spot and then just kind of chill there. They'll do all their stuff. But it looks like those guys are going right in the middle.
The Watchable Wildlife Unit of Arizona Game and Fish is going to new lengths to make it easier to watch wildlife. They recently installed a video camera at one of the crane's main hangouts, the Whitewater Draw Wildlife Area.
We're really excited about this because this has been a long time coming, navigating the jungles of state procurement and figuring out all the specs and whatnot have not been easy, especially for biologists. It's not something that we're really proficient at. So to finally get to this point where we're actually getting it up and hopefully going to be looking at cranes on this camera in the next day or so, we're very, very excited about it.
Installing the high-definition camera, internet, and all the other components needed to make a live video stream possible from this remote location wasn't easy.
These projects that are out there in the middle of nowhere, we basically have to install infrastructure, extend internet out to these remote areas, and it is a process, just being able to put something in place that's going to withstand all the elements and everything, and just have a, hopefully not a need to go out and maintain it or anything, and it just is up and running. So yeah, so there's a lot of little moving parts that are involved.
The live stream is only the second one in the nation focused on the big, impressive Sandhill crane, and it's the only one that gives viewers a glimpse into their wintering habits.
So we're trying to get this kind of information or viewing opportunities remotely via streaming to get them excited about coming out to Whitewater Draw and the places like this. Because they're out here for their use, and quite a few of them are set up to enhance their experiences.
The best time to view the birds is about a half hour before and after sunrise, just before they leave the roost to feed in nearby fields. You can also see them in the late morning, typically before noon, when they'll return to Whitewater Draw, where they typically stay for the rest of the day. Projects such as this are one of many ways Game and Fish is reaching out to people who love wildlife.
Very seldom do we have opportunities to contact the birders in the state or the other nature lovers that are really engaged with wildlife, but they don't think of us as a resource. They don't think of us when they're watching hawks or owls or anything that they're interested in. And I think many of those folks don't realize that we're managing wildlife for them too. That's our mission, is to manage wildlife for all the people in Arizona. So we look at this as an avenue to reach out to those folks in particular and help them to see what we have in common with them, that we are working for them too, that it's not just hunters and fishermen, it's anybody that loves wildlife. We're your guys. We're the guys that are ensuring that stuff is out there. We're managing for you as well as anybody.
The camera installation and maintenance of the live stream is paid for by the Wildlife Conservation Fund, which comes from tribal gaming money. The ranch headquarters at Whitewater Draw is being used as the base of operations for the new equipment, and while the location had its challenges, everything is up and operational.
That's it. Well, there was a lot more, planning and everything. So, but ultimately the install is typically the fun part for all these projects. Actually, the fun part is once you turn everything on and it works and it doesn't explode.
The live video and audio stream will be offered from October, when the cranes first start to arrive at Whitewater Draw, through March or early April, when the birds leave to migrate to northern nesting grounds.
Oh, they're unbelievable birds, and I think there's few birds that are thrilling from every aspect of the senses. That call is magical, and the way the birds look, they look pretty much like they always have. And I think that call really harkens back. You can almost hear that at the dawn of time, that call echoing across the landscape. So they're wonderful, wonderful birds. They are my favorite migratory bird. They are just magnificent.